Why play Graves jungle? Well, he clears the jungle quickly and healthily. He is a brilliant duelist, he's strong at all stages in the game, and he can bully the opposing jungler with ease. However, he does lack hard CC, so his ganks aren't amazing, and he can struggle to get through armor or bring down tanks. Graves' passive is his double barrel shotgun. His basic attacks fire a cone of 4 bullets which stop on the first enemy hit, with the first bullet dealing full damage, and other follow-up bullets dealing a third damage each. Graves stores 2 shells at one time and uses them when he basic attacks, and when he's got no shells left, he reloads his gun. The reload speed is slightly sped up by attack speed, and the time between attacks is massively sped up by attack speed. And finally, when he crits, he fires 6 bullets in a wider cone and deals additional damage. Graves' Q is a skill shot which fires out in a T shape. It deals damage on the way out, and after a short delay, the blast comes backwards, dealing greatly increased damage on the way back. Also, if the skill shot collides with terrain, the blast back triggers immediately, dealing massive amounts of burst damage. Graves' W is a skill shot which fires out a circle. This will deal damage, slow enemies inside, and also block their vision so they can barely see anything. Graves' E is a short-range dash which reloads 1 shell into a shotgun. In addition, he also gains a stack for 4 seconds, or 2 stacks if he dashes towards an enemy champion, and these stacks grant him additional armor. This ability has quite a long cooldown, but each bullet Graves hits reduces this ability's cooldown by half a second. Graves' ultimate is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to the first enemy hit. After it hits an enemy or reaches max range, it explodes in a cone outwards, dealing damage. And when used, it will blast Graves back a small distance, and this can even be used to go over small walls. For combos, your full burst combo is to use W into Q and then auto attack. Follow this up with an E into 2 more autos. And a good combo to start a fight is to use W into your E or E into W if you're able to. After this, follow up with an auto attack into a Q into another auto. Where you don't get the full use out of E reloading a shell into your shotgun, this is often the way you'll be engaging into a fight. For matchups, Graves does great into junglers who usually want to duel, where he can dodge their abilities and kite them with his range. However, he can struggle against assassins who can get onto him and blow him up. For runes, take this, fleet footwork gives you everything you want. For build orders, start Red Monster and Pot into Ghost Blade and Tier 2 boots. After this, a Collector is a great offensive choice and a Shield Bow a great defensive choice, before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill orders, start E then Q then W, before maxing Q then E then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Smite. Starting the game, you have a few options. Firstly, and a good default, is to simply full clear your jungle. With how quickly and healthily you can do this, it will give you the maximum experience you can get and also put you in a very strong position to contest Scuttle. Being level 4 with the Scuttle Crab means you can easily fight off anyone going for it, and after taking this, you're then in a very strong position to look for a gank, back for another clear, or look to invade and harass. Otherwise, a quick level 3 clear by doing both buffs and another camp will give you a large amount of early pressure, where you can gank while your opponent's still at level 2. When looking to gank, always consider the 3 main points of what CC does your team bring, what escapes does your enemy have, and where is lane push to. As you don't bring any hard CC yourself, when ganking, it's usually a good idea to prioritize a lane which brings the CC for you. And when ganking, if you're able to walk up to your opponent without using your W to slow or your dash, you'll be in a great position to get the kill. As if they dash or flash away, you can simply dash after them and slow them. Entering the mid game, you are the jungler, so your focus needs to be on objectives. Get to every objective early, clear out vision, look for picks, and convert. Entering late game team fights, your job is to simply put out as much damage as possible. With your Q and ultimate both being AoE abilities, if you're able to land these on multiple targets, you'll have dealt a ton of damage. Other than this, landing your W on an enemy ranged champion will make them near useless as they simply can't see your team. Keep attacking away and using your E to avoid skill shots.